Hi guys, just thought I'll make a quick video about admin tool I wrote for ARK that enables you to do some of the admin commands from a GUI interface. I have my own server. My kids and friends and people play on here, and we play the game as normal, but we also do like build competitions, and we also do like PvP arenas things. And this tool just makes life a lot easier when you want to have a building competition or something, or in this case, have a bit of PvP. For example, this area we're looking at now is a little PvP arena we created, and it has a wall going all the way around, keeping everything out and everybody in. We have a spectators balcony, and we have spectators beds down there, and we have 4 huts in here, and each hut has got its own bed and a cupboard in. So basically the idea is you drop your stuff at the base, you fast travel into the bed in the assigned hut, you equip whatever's in the cupboard, and we do a countdown and everybody comes out guns blazing. So to build something like this, you don't want to be hassled down with like gathering resources and stuff like that. And when you want to build nice big things, I've seen some very good builders out there on the web. I can't imagine that they spend their evenings gathering stuff. So it just helps in building. Also, the tool will allow you to spawn in any items. Also dinosaurs. So at the moment there's only passive dinosaurs in here, but we can make things a bit more exciting by spawning in a couple of raptors or something like that. So in any case, let me show you the tool. This is ARK Admin. To start off with, you have to authenticate. You can either do that by pressing tab on your console and enable cheats and password or whatever, but you can also use this. I'm not going to hit authenticate because I've already authenticated, and it will display the password at the bottom of the screen for a split second. Anyway, so once you've done that, you can authenticate, and then you have the use of all these admin commands. You've also got the use of adding items or dinosaurs. I'll firstly show you the commands because you use that a bit, and then the section on spawning things in, items, these sort of things. So first off, you have fly, which I think a lot of people use, and then we have ghost. The difference between fly and ghost is obviously ghost allows you to go through things, and fly doesn't, but ghost also enables fly. So I try to keep the logic behind these commands the same. So if you, for instance, put ghost on, then it will also enable fly. Walk at the moment is not enabled or disabled because we haven't used it yet. But so let's say, for instance, I click on fly. It now says it's on. The greens are current active and the reds are off. You now see it turn walk off and fly is on. So if we go to the game, yeah, we can fly. However, we cannot fly through rocks. So I'm just gonna put myself down there and set myself back to walk. Yep, and get back to this. So setting myself back to walk, walk is now enabled, flies off. If I go and click on ghost, you'll notice that ghost has now put fly on as well and walk is off. So going back to the game, yeah, we can fly, and yes, we can fly through things. So that is what I mean by it sort of keeps the logic of the commands. If the one allows you to do this, it will sort of keep track. I just enabled walk again, so it's turned it all off. Now, you can come here and click all the buttons, but I've also created a lot of handy hotkeys. To look at the hotkeys, we'll just go to help quick, Mostly everything I'm going to cover will be written down here as well, spawning items, spawning dinos, and the commands. But here's a list of the hotkeys I use. Enable ghost, enable walk. So in game you can just press Alt G, ghost is enabled. Alt W will enable walk. To kill something is Alt K, to destroy Alt D, and to do tame Alt T, and then to get back to the admin console is just Alt A, which is useful if you are in game and want to get back to the console. Normally I have it on a separate screen, but it's still nice Alt A and my mouse is right there and you can continue. When you build stuff, the destroy Alt D is very useful because you put a wall in a place where it shouldn't have been. Yes, you can walk to it and E and then go through to the demolish and count down and wait, and yes, it will get rid of it. However, the destroy button or the Alt D just destroys your target in front of you. The difference between the kill and the destroy, of course, kill will leave, if it's a dinosaur, will leave your target's corpse there so you can harvest it, and destroy will just get rid of it completely. I've also put in the force tame and do tame. Differences there was if you force tame something, you can immediately ride it. You can't name it, so you don't need a saddle, and it looks a bit odd. Yeah, normally I think if you do that, I'll probably destroy the dino afterwards, for quick use or something. But if you select do tame, which is on Alt T, it allows you to name the dino and also put a saddle on it, so it looks like if you've actually tamed it. There's some other little things in here. The admin manager will open up the in-game admin manager, so we click on that and it pops up the in-game admin manager. You can go and use all these commands. Normally I haven't done anything with the teleport stuff in there, because I can just come here and select a player and teleport them to me or anything like that. We have the messaging, and you guys will probably be familiar, the admins will be familiar with this console. Apart from that, the teleport in here just teleports you straight forward. List all command, I use it. It does give you a nice little display to say who's on the server, so if you just want to do that, and you can see there's 3 people on the server. The chat I put in there is just convenient. You can either chat to a specific player, put player name in, send a message, or type the message, click send, or you can set a server message, just click server, it disables the player name. You put in the message, you click send, it'll send it to the server. And what have we got else? Okay, player only, you guys know that you use for just make the dinosaurs freeze and players can move. We have God mode and we have infinite stats mode. The difference is God mode does not allow you to breathe underwater, so I put infinite stats in there as well. And enemy invis. So if I want to build in a certain area and I don't want the dinosaurs to bug me, then I just click on enemy invisible, and they ignore me, they can't see me. So these are nice. I mean, we also have a time of day, you can set it to any time, but I just put these in so that you can change the time of day, make it midnight, or make it midday again. You can go and specify your own time if you want, but for me, morning, midday, evening, midnight, that's about the differences I would want. For instance, if we're having PvP and we're doing a sniper thing, it's nice to switch it over to night. It gives it a different feel. So that is the command side of it. Spawning items, like I said, I'll go into one of these huts just to show you what we have inside. So basic hut, no doors, because I don't want people to be hiding in here. We have a bed to spawn to, arena hut 1, and we have a cupboard. So what I do with our game types is we decide what we're going to play. Are we playing bow and arrows, we're playing guns, whatever, and then I just put the same amount of items in the cupboard, in all 4 huts, and then the players spawn to the beds, they're equipped, and we go out and we fight. So that is a bit of an admin overhead that you need to do before you start playing. So what makes it nice is if you fill the cupboard with all the same things. So let's get back to the tool and we'll look a little bit at the command. So to add items, there's 2 commands. So you got get item, or give item, sorry, and then you have all the different types. So let's say, for instance, weapons. Before I go on, let me just drop all the stuff I have. Okay, back to console. Okay, so we have weapons. What weapons do we want? Are we going to be playing a game with long neck rifles? And I select that. You'll notice that the dino options are grayed out. If I choose give items, the dino options are grayed out, and vice versa. Put a dino in, certain things are disabled. Quantity, yeah, you can. There's 4 huts, so I can spawn 4 guns. But the way I like to do it is just be next to a cupboard, spawn a set of everything, and then just drag everything from my inventory to the cupboard and move on to the next. Quality, 1 is obviously a grey, then you have your green, you have your blue, and so on, purple, yellow, red. Now you can specify what quality you want. So let's just say we want 1 long neck rifle. We want the quality to be 30, I think. I don't know why, but 30 sometimes gives me red, sometimes gives me yellow. But I just put on it. Stacks doesn't really apply to guns. I'll show you where we use stacks. And then blueprint. Do I want a blueprint or not? No, I actually want the item, so I set blueprint to false. So if I now click go, it will type. I've taken all the blueprint codes of all the items I found on most of the websites, and I've put them into config files, and this is what it uses to import the item for you. So if you now go in the game, yeah, you can see there I have my long neck rifle, and it is a red one as we wanted. So to add to the rifle, we can add in some ammo, because we need some ammo. And you select your ammo type. Is it simple rifle ammo? Quality doesn't matter. Quantity, let's say 100. This is where the stacks come into play, because say I want to give everybody 100 bullets. Putting it on quality on 30 is not going to make a difference, so you can either leave it or put it back to 1. So this, I'm expecting to get 100 bullets, but what happens? No, I'm not going to get 100 bullets. I'm going to get 50, because it puts in what I said, but then takes away 50 because the stack is only 50 big. As with raw meat, the stack is only 20. So if I want 100 bullets, what you actually want is 50, or you can leave 100. It's just going to take it out. But instead of doing the command twice, you can just say I want stacks of 2. So 2 stacks of 50. So this is a way you can either press tab and up arrow and do it again, or if you're going to be doing a lot, you can just put in 50 times 2 stacks and go, and it will actually repeat the command for you twice, like you told it to. If you want to do 10, it'll do 10. So it's just a nice feature, the stacks. So if we have a look there now, I should have 150, yeah, because we added 50 in originally with the first 100. So that is items, bullets, guns. I mean, you continue with the process, and you can do armor. not artifacts, armor, and under armor you have all the different armor sets. And you click go and it will actually put the item in for you. Now, if for some reason you did want the blueprint, you'll do exactly the same thing. You will say, give me weapons and give me the long neck rifle, but I don't want the gun, I just want the blueprint. And that'll now just give you the blueprint. Okay, so if we look there, okay, now we have the blueprint. So very straightforward, self-explanatory. I think the biggest work was getting all the blueprints in config files and making it presentable for you to easily get what you want instead of cutting and pasting complicated long stuff. I know that you can also do by item number, but lots of the items have missing item numbers, so that's why I decided to go with the blueprints, because I could find anything for the blueprints. Right, so that's guns. Or items. One thing is still under development that I am working on, especially started with this little arena, is I made packages, and this is where builders can use their own imagination. For instance, if I look at packages, I have under packages arena kits, so Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age. The way we've differentiate this is Stone Age we have catapults and a spear and stone, and so we have cloth armor. Bronze Age we have a bow and stone arrow and cloth armor. Iron Age, and you can specify what you want. Iron Age we have crossbows with metal arrows, and Western we have a simple pistol, and Western 2 is the long leg rifle, and military goes into assault rifles and sniper, and like the military sniper is the fabricated sniper rifle with the ghillie suits. So nice and camo. So you can build these things, these little packages as you want. Also, what I've added is for builder side is a stone hut, and this is based on a 4 foundation size hut. Which, if I click that, well, actually, let's do it. Let's see. If I do stone hut 1. Go, it will add the foundations for me. It will add the right amount of walls for me. So there's your foundations, the 7 walls. It will add in the door frame. It will add in the sloped roofs, the left wall. This is just the way I build a hut. It's these huts that are in the arena, and the right, and the large storage box, and the bed. So that will build your hut. So you can build a mansion, and if you know what you need for a mansion, you can add all of them into a package and set the numbers, and you just go in here, select what package you want, select go, and it will put everything in for you. So that's a handy thing, especially if I want to build a new hut or something, or if I am having to restock the cupboards for the PvP. All I do is I go into, let's say, Iron Age, and I say go. Okay, like I said, that's still in development. I haven't actually finished that, but it will just add in the weapons that you chose. Right, so further moving on, dinos, because we want to spawn in a few dinos. So if we go and we say spawn dino, you'll notice quality, blueprints, that sort of stuff is turned off. The dino options came on. Then it changes type to dinos, and on the items you can spawn whatever dinos you want to spawn in. Let's say we do a few compies, because there's non-passive stuff or passive stuff in your non-aggressive. Compies are fun. So compies, you can't put quantity, so we'll just use the stack. It means it's just going to repeat the command as many times as you select. So if you want 15 compies, you just select 15 stacks. It'll put 15 of them in there for you. We'll say the distance is 500 away from you. We'll leave it X and Y offsets the same. You can say what level you want it. Now once you've selected what you want, again we just click go, and it will spawn the first, drop it, and just continue for as many little compies as you've said. In this case there'll be 15, so if anybody is going to encounter them, 15 of them are going to aggro, and it's going to be a lovely day. So that's spawning in dinos. You can of course set the players only on and then spawn in your dino. Then you can tame it, or you can do whatever. But that is basically how we spawn in the dinosaurs. If you've spawned in dinosaurs, you have of course the use of all the saddles. So you've put your dinos in, or you put a T-Rex in or something, or whatever you're going to ride. Go to items, and go to saddles, and there's all your saddles. It just makes life easy, especially if you want to do something out of the ordinary, like building an arena or build a mansion, or if you're just creative and you just want to create something nice. Or lots of people play this game for building instead of PvP, or so yeah, that is ARK Admin. I think it helps me out a lot, preparing arenas and building and stuff like that. It can get out of sync. For instance, if you switch God mode on and you press tab, God mode again, it will be off, but the tool will still think it's on. Simple way of syncing it up again is just to open tab and type the command again, and it will reflect here, or you can just press the button and it will then change the color to the other one. I don't read any of the game memory or anything like that. This is purely just logically helping you see what you've chosen last, and sending the actual commands and a vast library of all the blueprint codes and stuff. I can show you. Let me just see if I go on the side. Basically, how the tool is pulling everything in, and you have to have the admin tool and the config files and the CSV files in the same folder, because that's how the program works. So yeah, if I move that in here, so we have the admin exe. It's a compiled exe, so at the moment I'm just running it from the source code, but if it's compiled, it's an exe like this. You have your config files. These are the config files are actually the ones that is what you see when you open up the drop down lists. So all your rifles. So if there's a new rifle that came in, you can add the new rifle name, but then you need to add its actual values and stuff in the CSV file as well. So you need to go and put in the code. The program itself will then look for what you chose, look in the CSV files and get the equivalent blueprint name, and use that and build it into the command. And that's as simple as this is. You have config files, you have CSVs, like in packages, like I mentioned. This is what I have for a stone hut. The blueprint name, how many foundations, but you can come and build your own packages. And this is the Arena Kit Stone Age slingshot, and so you can see you can put in simple bullets and advanced bullets and whatever rifles and riot gear and the sniper suits, and yeah, the tech stuff's in there, but you need to kill the bosses before you can use that. So yeah, that's what it does, that's how it works. So I hope that was useful. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Cheers.